Hello everybody, SeKo Starcraft, back having some Kilkenny beer. It's Pro V plays. Got Alicia versus MMA. Two very high level Korean players here. Terran versus Protoss. So I'm quite interested to see how this goes. Haven't been able to cast in a while. I know I did a pretty big bank of content which spanned the distance, so it doesn't seem like the week or week and a half that I've had to take off in between this. Been looking at homes recently because yeah, I gotta be a whole grown-up thing and actually buy a house. I've had a condo for a while, but I want to get a yard, something that eventually I can have little SeKo Starcrafts and they'll run around taking care of my stuff for me like I did for my dad when I was growing up. I think it's the most exciting part about having kids is just getting them to do the stuff for you while you spend thousands upon thousands of dollars to sustain their life until they're at least 18. I wonder how many of you out there actually stayed at home past 18. I don't have a problem with it either. I know my brother was living at home for probably, until he was about 25 or something like that. I moved out when I was just turned 18, essentially because my parents broke up and mom got a new boyfriend and I didn't want to sit at home listening to that. So, therefore I moved out, started a whole new world on my own, and it was fantastic. I hope everybody appreciates the stories I tell at the beginning of games. Essentially because at this point there is really nothing too different happening. Did I miss? There is the exceptional thing happening. Like, where the hell is going on? Is this a Reaper on Reaper? No, there's only one barracks. The gas is already out. Figured he might throw down one more barracks here and do a double Reaper, but it might also be a Marauder. Getting Marauders with concussive shells really fast is exceptionally good. The paths of most scanning workers when they come, in a weird way, kind of loop around a little bit, but they shouldn't end up seeing this at all. There's not even a scout coming out from Alicia, so he may or may not be into trouble, but he did not go Nexus first. He even got his cybernetics down, and 2 gas before a Nexus, so he might be going for some sort of attack of his own. Oh. That makes a little bit more sense, even. Reactor. Maybe a hellion drop? Widowmines this early in the game are extremely good because detection is usually a long ways off, as my computer is just trying to get back into the swing of things like me, so I completely anticipate it being a poo face and or poo head. Yes. I don't know if anybody else is a super huge fan of European beers or United Kingdom beers. Kilkenny, very nice cream ale. Enjoy myself quite nicely. But I also can get down on some Boddingtons. Guinness is an absolute favorite of mine. This is interesting. This could make it difficult. There is a Reaper coming out, but that's more of a scout, I am assuming. There is a Stalker on the way. I don't believe there was a Zealot produced at all. Back at home, there's nothing. This bad boy should be able to get in and see what's happening. You'll see the double gas, but he did see the Nexus, which was the important thing. If there wasn't a Nexus, like maybe a 4-gate blink all-in or something, we'd think differently about these things. So the SCV is going to try to get away. No. It does not. The Reaper is on the way out. And 2 Widowmines, and he's running home with the Barracks. The Barack Obamas. This might be absolutely brilliant. What he's trying to do is distract the Stalker as far away as possible to sneak in the Widowmines. No way. Yes. Like, I thought he was going to pause for too long. If he gets the photon overcharge. Well, down goes something. Oh, good hit. 2 hellions to follow it up. The thing is, the Nexus is finished, so it's not like Alicia can't mine. He does have a forge down. That's actually really interesting. Did not realize he would have gotten a forge out. Is there more mines coming? No, more hellions. Photon overcharge will take care of these without too much worry. He should understand that there is a proxy here. That cannon will force him to pick up... He should pick up these mines and move them now. Everything in this main base is dead. There's nothing else to actually chase down these mines. Yeah, there he goes. He's moving now. Barrow. There is a robo on the way, so that should get him out some detection. But back home, he's got a big supply, but he's also quite a ways behind right now. You gotta understand. He doesn't have his expansion finished. Well, it's now done. He's putting it into an orbital. But I guess we're looking on this side. Ooh, this actually could be really effective if he moves it over to the gas. I don't know if that's in vision of this or not. It might be. Oh wow, it didn't fire. That is unfortunate. There's the hellions. Like, there should be hellions in here somewhere. Good hits. I love this kind of harass. This is my playstyle as well. Just being... Wow. Let's look how many he's killed here. 26! That's okay, you know? I think that's alright. Is his factory? No, his factory's already on the way home. You know, he might as well be a dick. There isn't any anti-air around here until these marines finally pop out. He is transitioning to bio behind this as well. So if we look at the units tab... double the workers for the Terran player. He's in a pretty good spot. Right now, all anything Alicia can do is try to get back up an army. Can't get by the stalkers. You're not even paying attention, MMA. Those stalkers have to stay there for right now. He doesn't actually have any more units to be able to chase. He knows he's in the lead because this base is essentially up and going. I thought that Alicia would be able to recover from this better, but those hellion hits were really, really damaging. I'm assuming get a little bit more bio out here. Probably not too much. As soon as Stim is getting close to finish, he's probably going to unload these and move out for an attack. He knows his opponent can't have much of an army right now. And these hellions are just going to poke around, making sure that this base is not doing anything. Maybe he's going to wait for medevacs. That could be the case, but I think he would have enough to move out with the Stim timing, even without medevac support. The reactor will be finished here, and medevacs still take about another minute or so. Yeah. I mean, they would move faster, obviously, with medevacs. I just don't think that he's... Maybe he's playing it a little bit too safe for my liking. Probably doesn't need to. Observer is out just to deal with any mines that may be in place. That's essentially his whole army right now. You gotta come to a couple more gateways. Well, those hellions got one more probe before getting horribly roasted. As I figured, move out with the Stim timing. The medevacs will be able to rally to this army. With the boosters, they'll actually catch up to them pretty fast. Pick these guys up. Yep, there we go. Boost off. Didn't end up actually killing that supply depot. It would have been really funny if he did. One stalker here sees the army coming. He doesn't know if there's concussive shells for these. There is concussive shells. So he can't sit and try to pick them off. He has to retreat home. He is trying to rush to storm, which is probably a smart move, because Colossus would take a lot to try to get out. And you can always make Archons if you don't have your storm out in time. But I'm pretty sure he's just going to die. This is a pretty good sized army of +1 with Stim Pack upgraded units. That, I believe, means GG. Very interesting game out of MMA. It's something that I was considering doing myself, is rushing for the really fast Widowmines against Protoss. Because if they didn't have a Forge out, and they don't have a Robo out, they're essentially, you can shut down entire mineral fields until they do get those out. And if they don't have the minerals to support it, they're just essentially screwed. So anyways, great game out of MMA. Hope you guys like that. We will be back soon with some more games.